around 10. I don't remember. But we're driving from Washougal, Washington. It's about a 3-hour drive, and it was snowing when we left. So
Gross.
Luckily that weather is coming from the east, and it's not really getting up into the Seattle area. So tomorrow is not supposed to rain, fingers crossed, and it's still going to be cold, but as long as we can keep it dry, that'll make some good racing. But we're going to work with some of my athletes, and one rider that actually isn't one of my athletes, but he's on the same team as one of my athletes, so we're going to help him out for the day, and should be a good time.
Yeehaw.
So this is the best stadium to be at as a spectator and to go into the pits because we're inside. But this is the worst part about having credentials is you walk what seems like a half a mile from the credentials parking lot into the pits. And right now it's windy, it's cold, it's probably not going to be different tomorrow. So we're going to try and limit our times back and forth from the vehicle because it's not fun.
Your nose is so red. It looks cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Everything's really tight. Yeah. If you're down, I will be here. This morning at like chiropractic stuff. Personally, if I was but also like so like, will you have that?
No.
Or you're just out here just throwing facts down. So you see like stuff whenever. Talking to a dude that doesn't have a spleen, so I guess I have all my organs.
Blood for 3 weeks after that.
Oh no, dog, they're still pretty tight. So race day morning, we're in our Airbnb. Last night we went out to dinner with Derek and Chase and Chase's wife Emily, so that was fun, but we had to deal with all the fun like Seattle traffic and all that glorious stuff, and it was raining, so we'll see what the track looks like after that rain. It was like pretty dense, heavy rain, but it's not raining this morning. The concrete is partly dry, so don't know what the track's gonna look like quite when we get there, but check it out. They said that they steamrolled like the start straight in the first corner and stuff to try and like pack that dirt in so that the water would hopefully run off. Then they had the rest of it tarped up, so be interesting to see. And then it's kind of a late start. Track walks on until 11:30. I think they're gonna just take a little more time for track prep and everything like that. So we'll see what that all looks like when they head out there, if it's really wet and if the transitions accumulated a lot of water or not. And we'll go from there. And we're gonna work on sneezing this morning. We're gonna work with Derek Kelly, Josh Ruiz, and Chase Marquier today. I'll go see one of my other riders, Freddie Noren, and we will help them out as much as we can throughout the day. Also, another note, this place does not have a coffee maker, and it's absolutely unacceptable. So I think gonna go without coffee this morning. Luckily, we have a greens mix. It's better than nothing. It's not gonna be warm. I think you're still drinking something warm. What are you making? What's trilogy? Oh, Shilajit. Shilajit. Which is like a mineral sap. So, or sap? Would it be a sap? Resin. Comes from rocks, and it only exists like above like, I think 3,000 to 5,000 feet or something. And it's a super dense mineral, sappy, really thick stuff, but you put it in hot water and it dissolves, and it doesn't really have a taste to it, does it? Oh, it's kind of. Was it? If you've ever like licked a rock when you're a kid, I think that's kind of like what it kind of tastes like. It's like a little bit minerally and funky.
Drink it.
Is that only that?
Yeah.
That's only that, and it turned it that color?
Yeah. It's black. It's called pure black.
Yeah, but I thought it was like when I'm seeing it in like the lemon water in the morning.
You think it's the lemons?
Well, no, I never just see that it like turns this color because the lemons are always sitting at the top. This is really hot. I'm gonna burn my mouth, and then every meal for the rest of the day is gonna be ruined.
Okay. Hold on.
Give me an ice cube. Not out of that. Give me the ice. The ice out of the. There's ice in the upper top corner.
Like what?
In there.
Oh.
Yeah, from the actual refrigerator. I want somebody's like Pez ice that's been sitting in there from 7-Eleven.
I didn't see the other ice.
Just gotta wait for it to melt. Fast forward through this. So here we are.
Drink it.
Yeah, so like I said, it's like licking a rock. Because it comes from rocks. But it was even in a book that I just finished up, all on minerals, so the Mineral Fix, and it even talked about this compound, so it's actually pretty good, pretty important, very dense. How expensive is it?
I think this is like $30 maybe.
Yeah, so like $30, probably like 60 uses. Yeah. So I always have a rule if I'm using a supplement, it's like if I can spend $1 or less per serving, I'm in good shape. But when I start to spend like $1.50 to $2 a serving, I start to probably not use that product too much after one go around. But I guess rock water is better than nothing at all. But I'll stick with some greens this morning. So the breakfast spread is ready. Not quite the normal breakfast, but still very close. So first is the Super Greens mix from Paleovalley, which I can drop a link for that, and also their pork stick, which is maple bacon. So that's like a little bit of bacon with the eggs, and then we have granola, wild blueberries, organic wild blueberries, peanut butter, honey, and Greek yogurt. And of course, I brought my own salt because I'm not gonna use crappy table salt on my food. So brought some Redmond's salt for that. And not too bad, but still no coffee. What are you leading him on? Little digestive flow?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. I was telling her, I don't know if it's. Lean back on
All right, where are we at on the day?
4:40, and we're in between the qualifiers and the heat races, and it's already been such a tiring day, and I'm hitting a wall, and I haven't ate, and neither have the riders. I don't know how they do it, but Derek's a little bit roughed up right now. Had a crash in the first qualifier, so the second qualifier he was able to go out and do it, which is good, but he's definitely going to be sore tomorrow. I think he's enough of a hard ass that he'll be able to go through the race tonight. Josh is getting his rhythm down. He's comfortable, but I think there's still a lot more for him come race time. I think both of them are more in, better racers than they are qualifiers at the end of the day, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully there's some food here pretty soon so that we can eat and everyone can be a little bit happier, because I think there's that hangriness is lurking around the pits right now. It's definitely, there's an energy of hunger, so waiting on that Chipotle.
How did the night go?
For Derek, it was tough. For Chase, it was tough. For Josh, he got 12th, I believe. So it's good for Josh. Derek was running, I believe, either 9th or 10th, and got clipped by another rider coming out of a 90 degree, which caused him to get off balance and just dumped the bike over. It wasn't like a hard crash or anything, but it did drop him back to 15th. So that's a bummer. He's not super stoked on that, reasonably so. He knows that he has more in him, but I think today ultimately is just kind of get through it. He was just a little bit off with the track. Don't really know everything that was going on with him, but we tried our best. I know he did do his best that he could do on the day. So the result's the result, but he's got to go race again, in 2 weeks in Glendale. So everyone has their up and downs. Walking through the pits, you see riders that just got career best and are super stoked on 16th places because that's the best they've ever done. And so it's just got to kind of take it into consideration where these guys are and how much pressure that they even put on themselves, and try not to ride them too hard, because they're doing their best. They're humans at the end of the day too. So Chase had he had to deal with a different engine in his bike that acted differently. He wasn't happy with it. He's just kind of off and just didn't really feel the vibe. Track was super freaking hard. I can't even imagine what it was like to actually ride it. Like looking down at it, the ruts are grabbing foot pegs in the transitions, and that's like a really hard time. So I think getting out of that alive is good, and we'll see what a couple weeks brings for the 250 guys, and what another week, or I guess they have 2 weeks off. Everyone has 2 weeks off. So I think we're gonna go whale watching in the morning. A little change of pace, a little bit calmer vibe with going out and seeing some whales. We're gonna go with Chase, his wife Emily, and I believe his mechanic Cole is coming along too. So I think so. We'll see in the morning, but we'll add that in because whales are cool. So
Title of this video: whales are cool.
Yeah, that'll be the gimmicky punchline that we use to try and get people clickbait. Is whales are cool. Yeah. So we'll take you out. We'll go on to out in the Puget Sound. It's gray whale season, so definitely gonna see some gray whales. Maybe see some orcas. You didn't know you're getting into this in this vlog. It's about having fun. Like, all this is just a good time, and though it's very serious and there's a lot of serious energy at the races, it's nice to kind of go decompress a little bit. Wish Derek could come along with us. He's got to fly out early, but it'll be fun. A little change of pace, different energy.
Good night.
No, I'll leave it.